So, good evening. We're back again. Usual. Should we start again? Good evening. We're back again. Usual Monday antics. We both got wins. Both played pretty well. Both scored a few goals, and then we've woken up today to the news that Nuno's been sacked, and Conte is en route. What are you saying, Rents?
Is what is, isn't it?
El Sakico. Yeah, you man turned up, slapped him about a little bit with the goals.
I don't even know if we turned up, blood. Tottenham just didn't turn up. You know, we didn't have to do.
I told you, innit? They're shit, bro. I told you they are crap.
But we didn't have to do nothing to beat Tottenham. That's the shittest team I've seen all season. I can't lie, bro.
Mate, it was the same when we played them. Do you know what it is with them? They're a weird outfit, man. Because I was saying this to a friend of mine earlier. If you look at their spine of their team, they've got the makings of a good spine. They've got Kane when he actually wants to be there. We know he's a banger. They've got Song, they've got Ndombele, they've got Romero, and then they've got the goalkeeper, who's not amazing, but he's a decent goalkeeper. So they've got
decent, bro, as well, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Like, yes. It's a weird one, bro. Saying that, I think that they've got a good squad here for the three at the back that Conte is gonna play, bro. I think it could work for them with Reguilon and you can get something out of Dorothy, blood. You know what I'm saying? At right wing back. Do you know what I mean? He done it at Wolves, so you never know.
Yeah, it's true, man. Reguilon's a decent player. I was shocked that he didn't play at the weekend.
Very good player.
And he put Davis in there, who just, oh mate, listen, he was shocking. That was one of the worst performances I've seen of a player this season. He was pony, man. And I think you're right with the three at the back. Like Conte turns water into wine pretty quickly at every club he goes to, right? Which is why I did a stream earlier and I said, look, if we're a serious outfit, we sack Arteta now and go and get him. We've done it with Petit before. When Petit was going to their club, we paid for his cab and signed him. Like, but we're not serious anymore. And I said this about you lot. Like, if you lot were serious, if he's going to Tottenham, you get on the phone straight away. Yeah, he's diverting that flight straight to Manchester. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, we're not serious clubs anymore, unfortunately, man. We're all about the marketing, all about the money, all about just lowering standards and just plodding along. You know, Tottenham, for as much as we can all take the mick out of them, at least they've shown some level of intent by getting, say, Jose Mourinho, even whether people think he's washed or not, it's still a top name manager. And it didn't quite work out. They've got Nuno. They've realised quickly that's gone tits. And they've acted quickly. They could have sat there and said, no, we're trusting it. We're sticking with him.
Bro, they're only 2 points behind us, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tottenham acting like a big club. Meanwhile, Manchester United just fucking DNA and vibes, bro. Love it.
It's true. And that's the thing. Like, whether it works out or not with Conte or not remains to be seen. But there's no evidence to suggest that he won't do something. Like, whether he wins the league there or not, I don't know. Yeah, you're up against Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City. It's going to be very difficult to win the league with Tottenham. Yeah, considering they've got no track record of ever winning a league. But cups and stuff like that, that's a start for them, isn't it? Like, and they're in the Conference League. They're in the quarters of the League Cup. They've got West Ham. That's a winnable game. Even though West Ham are flying at the minute, it's still a winnable game. And then the FA Cup. And if they get top four as well as one of them cups, I think that would constitute as a good season for Tottenham, considering they haven't won a cup for, 13 years, 12 years, something stupid. So I think that they've just elevated themselves massively. If it doesn't work out, then where do they go? That's the biggest issue for them now, because he is a quality manager, a quality manager. Everywhere he's been, he's done something. And quickly, if it doesn't work out at Tottenham, where do they go as a club, man? Because they've then tried the proven, they've tried the up and coming, they've tried the steady the ship with Poch, and it's kind of gone a bit all over. If it don't work with Conte, what do they do?
Yeah, facts, bro. I really don't know, but one thing I would say, I think it should be fine, bro. I think it should be fine. I just think that got the players, man. Like, he's got the players, bro. He doesn't need loads of players. The thing is with Conte, like, he works on shape, making the team hard to beat, compact. He'll do that. He's got players like Højbjerg, even players like the Chelsea and stuff that people don't really rate. I think he can get a tune out of a lot of these players, bro. Like, and if he plays Harry Kane in the 2 with Son, I think that brings him to life.
Mm.
Genuinely, I genuinely think that brings him to life, bro. I think that's fine.
Well, he did that at Inter, didn't he? He played Lukaku and Lautaro up front together.
Yeah,
like one off, one on, and they bagged quite a lot of goals. Well, Lukaku bagged loads, but that Lautaro Martinez is a decent player, and Son's a different style of player. I think Son's a little bit more dynamic and a bit better on the ball, but he can bag goals. And we see under Jose last season at the start, they were breaking records, man.
Yep.
So if he gets it right with these two, they're going to start bagging again. The confidence to start flowing. If they play with a three at the back, they've got the centre backs there to potentially do it. And they've got Doherty, they've got Reguilon. They have technically, on paper, they have got a decent team.
Yep.
But it's like you said, they're 2 points behind both of us here. And they've acted real quick because they thought, wow, we can't afford not to be in this race this season when it's looking like it's up for grabs. And that's why they've potted him now. So I think Nuno's a decent manager. I think that it's a bit of a wrong fit for him going to Tottenham, wasn't it? It was just a bit weird. He would have been better coming to us. I think he would have been better
maybe, but even then, I don't think like Nino's not an attacking manager, innit? He's very pragmatic, and I just feel like he needs a certain type of team in it. I think he needs a team built in his image. I don't think he's the kind of manager that can go into a team that's already there and do something. Do you know what I mean? That Wolves team, like he built that. That wasn't a team that he inherited. So I think he's one of them managers where he's very much about his system, his philosophy, and it has to be his thing in it. And I just don't think that Spurs was his thing in it. So yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah,
he was at Wolves a while, wasn't he? He brought him up. So yeah, man. Yeah, he's an all right manager, man. And he's not obviously going to get another top end Premier League job anytime soon.
Yeah, no way, bro.
Nah, he'll probably end up going back to Portugal or somewhere, man, getting a job out there now. But yeah, it's weird because I did a show last night with Grizz and Saeed and Steve Tobes, and we were all kind of in agreement that they can't attract a Conte. And then we wake up today and he's on a plane on the way here, man. And I'm just like, oh man,
bro, look how quickly Tottenham turned that around, and that tells you that Man United were fucking around. There weren't no real interest in getting Conte in, because look how quickly Tottenham have done it. Like it went from them being linked with Conte, it went from Nuno being allegedly in crunch talks, like nothing confirmed, to Nuno's been sacked, to Conte is probably going to get the job, to they're printing the paperwork, to Conte's in London. No, in one day, bro. Do you know what I mean? But Man United.
But this is what I said to you the other day. When you lot signed Ronaldo, you did it, boom, yeah. And
because it was making us money, not costing us money. You know, like
fact,
that. That's
absolute fact. Yeah, but this is the thing, right? With Conte, he was always available. He's sat at home waiting for one of these jobs. He's been sat there waiting in the wings, probably more than likely for the Man United job, you know, but because there's more scope for Man United to kick on and win the bigger titles and trophies than Tottenham is. But at the same time, imagine the hero status he'd get if he does get them a title at some point. I'm not saying he's going to. We don't know, do we? They've always had that bottle job mentality, Tottenham, and even Jose couldn't really turn that around. But Conte's a slightly different manager. Like he's not as rude and arrogant, and he's not as stubborn, he can adapt his system. We've seen that when we battered them 3-0 and he changed to the 3 at the back, we essentially won him the league. Like we beat them and they were just getting battered like pretty much every week, possession wise, shot wise. He changed to 3 at the back and pretty much went unbeaten the rest of the season. And then since then he's took that on and won again in Italy. And it's like I'm kind of worried, man. I really am, because like I really feel we should have got him. Like just fuck Arteta off, or you lot, fuck Ollie off, act like a big club and say fuck them lot. Yeah, we're going to flex our muscle here and say that's ours. Yeah, and we ain't done it. I feel like, you know, we're kind of going nowhere fast, both of us. Like just round in a circle every season, man. And until eventually the owners go, oh, actually, we've had enough of this now. Yeah, and then get rid and then go and get another one to do it for another 3 years. We ain't competing anytime soon, mate. No chance.
Absolutely not at all, bro. Unfortunately, but our clubs don't want to. Our clubs don't want to compete, bro. Do you know what I mean? And as soon as man make peace with that, then you stop expecting things, innit? The fact that Man United missed out on Pochettino, now missing out on Conte, bro, this club is fucking, bro, this club's a joke. Like, literally, fam. It's a disgrace, blood. Everyone that was talking shit to me, yeah, that owes man a big apology, bro. Because I told man about this football club time ago. A man was saying I was negative. Nah, bro, you can fuck yourselves. Man, I ain't negative, bro. I just want to win football matches and I want to win titles and I want my team to act like the team that they profess to be, bro. Man United are a joke of a football club. Literally, they're a joke of a football club.
Facts.
It's that
Facts,
it's that simple. That's what they are. There's nothing else. There's nothing else for it, bro. There's nothing else for it, bro. Like Manchester United's coaches, I probably had my badges longer than both of them. No, but I'm being serious, bro. Carrick and McKenna, bro. Michael Carrick played for Jose Mourinho, bro. Man had his coaching badges for 5 minutes. I don't even know if he's actually got them. You know, like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm assuming he has, but brother, we know in the Premier League that they let man take jobs without.
Yeah, they just let you divert straight to go. Like,
without having their badges, bro. Do you know what I mean? Carrick ain't had his badges 5 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? The fucking certificate's still hot from the printer. Do you know what I mean? And the pricks coaching Manchester United. Kieran McKenna's been coaching kids, and all of a sudden he's coaching Man United. Ollie's a bum. Mick Phelan should be retired somewhere. Do you know what I mean? The whole setup stinks. And then that
guy's more active on social media than he is.
Bro, he's way more active on Twitter. Bro, like the whole thing's a joke. The whole thing's an absolute joke, bruv. And then these men want to talk about biggest club in the world, and bro, they can fuck all the right off, man. Like all of them. They're a disgrace, bro. Absolute disgrace. And man want me to be happy. I told man, until Ollie's gone out celebrating goals, what's there to celebrate, bro? It's just more pain, bruv. That's all it is.
But this is what I keep telling people with that, and I keep saying this here. Right, our fans are jumping up and down saying we can win the title after beating Leicester. Right, Leicester, fair enough, great performance for the first 30 minutes, and then after that, it was a great defensive performance. Yeah, and we dug in, and the goalkeeper made some worldies, man. He was unbelievable. But it's like that was probably out of the run of 9 unbeaten, the only game I didn't expect to win.
Yeah,
you know, I expect to beat AFC Wimbledon and Leeds and Villa and Tottenham and who else, and Palace and like teams like that, and like, you know, Norwich and Burnley. And it's like fucking our lot of jumping up and down like we're title challengers. And it's like if we don't win the league, and let's say we qualify for Europe, if we then don't kick on and win that European competition, it was all for nothing, wasn't it?
For sure.
So what's all that's happened is everyone's got fucking paid every week out of the club. Yeah. They've stat padded a few pass accuracy stats and goals and assists and won nothing. And it's like 2 of the biggest clubs in this country are doing that on a regular every fucking season. Every season. When we had back in the day, 93, we finished 12th that season and we won both the cups.
Yeah.
Then the following year, because we'd won one of the cups, we qualified for the Cup Winners' Cup. The following year, we won it. So it was like, okay, we finished crap in the league, but we went and won them 2 cups, which qualified us for another cup, which we won, innit? Yeah. It's like our lot is just rinse and repeat. Yeah, we win a few FA Cups. Wicked, great. I want to win the league. Do you know what I mean? But before we carry on, very quickly, as it stands right now, derby prediction, score-wise.
3-1 City. I think United are going to get beat well. They get beat well. I say 1 because I feel like City have a goal conceded in their minute. But Man United are going to get beat well in the derby. You know what I mean? I don't see us doing anything against. Yeah. People will say, Crystal Palace beat Man City, but Man City had a player sent off, and also like Man City fucking got a draw at Arsenal, beat Tottenham as well. Crystal Palace, they just got some weird juju going on right now. Against like the top 6 teams in it, or the big 6 teams in it. They got some weird juju going on, bro. Uncle Patrick, blood.
Yeah, come on.
He's doing a mad thing, yeah, but
he's got some good players though, man. And he's brought players that are very technically good, but they're also very athletic, and they've got engines on them. Yeah, and they just run and run and run.
And they're playing for him, and that's what you need, innit? You need players that are playing for the manager, players that get up and down the park, and like that's it. If the good technical ability, good tactical understanding as well, and I think he's got Patrick Vieira is doing a great job. I think people need to give him more credit. I think like literally he's only lost 2 games. I think he's got 4 draws and 2 wins or something like that. But bro, it's like it's who he's beaten as well and how he beats them, bro. Like he's not shithousing his way to victories. He's not. Like he's actually playing well, bro. Like they were unlucky not to beat you lot. Oh, 6 draws, sorry. Thank you.
2-6-2, yeah. 6 draws.
6 draws, 2 losses, 2 wins, bro. Like that's very admirable, bruv. And it's the style in which he's beating teams, bruv.
And they were seconds away from beating us.
They were popping you lot. I was watching the game. You know what I mean? They popped Tottenham and they popped City. Like it's not like they're shithousing it and set pieces and that. They're actually popping teams.
Yeah, they're playing good football. They in that City game, they had a couple of counter attacks before they scored the second. And it was like, oh, I know City had a player sent off on that. But one thing I'll say about this City Man United game, Man City very, very, very rarely lose 2 games in a row in the league.
Yeah, they don't, man.
So
Man
they
City
normally
have
come
got
back
that bounce back
blazing.
ability, fam.
Yeah, exactly. Big up to MM Productions. Every time this guy comes in my chat, he puts the same comment, you know. My wife left me. And big up to Sir Duddy as well. If West Ham beat Liverpool Sunday, they can go second in the table. David Moyes is doing a wicked job. David Moyes, did you watch the game yesterday, the West Ham game?
No. What day was yesterday? Sunday. No, we had a futsal game yesterday, so I didn't watch it. But bruv, one thing I say about David Moyes, yeah, like obviously because I'm coaching and that, I've been doing a lot of studying and that, and there's a lot of David Moyes stuff on YouTube that you can watch. Like coaching stuff and tactical stuff and that. I don't know who he did it with. I think he done it with the FA or something for England or some shit like that. Bruv, this guy knows his shit, innit? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when you hear him actually talk about football and you see like he's got like younger boys, I think they're probably like, I want to say like under 16 English players, under 17, whatever. And he's doing like pressing drills and stuff like that. And Moyes knows his shit, bro. Like, as much as it's easy as a fan, innit? If you're not in training, you see the style of football that man's playing with, say, Everton or whatever, and think that, yo, like, David Moyes is shit. Bruv, like, I think he's the longest serving Premier League manager for a reason, bro. Like,
I think it's Dyche. I think it's Dyche, Sean Dyche, but I think he's second.
Nah, bro. Nah. How can it be Dyche, bro? As in Premier League, he's been in the Premier League since
I thought
Everton,
you meant
bro.
at one club. No.
Yeah,
one club. It's
in the
Dyche,
Premier League
Premier
at the
League
moment.
him, yeah.
He's been in the Premier League for the longest. And bro, you don't stay in the Premier League, yeah, consistently for that amount of time unless you've got something about you. Because even Allardyce, he's fucking here, then he's out, here, then he's out, here, then he's out. Do you know what I mean? Moyes has been here, just here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he got sacked from Man United, got a job straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? And then after that, got a job straight away. Bruv, like, come on. I think Moyes went West Ham left and then went back, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he got sacked and then they took him back. He got the job a week after Arteta.
Bro, there you go.
Obviously, Arteta won the FA Cup, but I mean, last season, if you look at West Ham's squad, they had 4 goalkeepers in their squad every game. And one of them's Arsenal's reject, Flapianski. Then they had Jesse Lingard on loan. Like, somebody that, if you asked any Arsenal fan, would they take Jesse Lingard on loan? They would have said, piss off. Do you know what I mean? He got a tune out of him. You know,
bro, more than a fucking tune, man.
Right,
but that's what happens when you play.
Them little purple patches were a joke, innit?
When you play in a team that has a system and know what they're doing, you can look like a superhero. And that's what Jesse Lingard looked like. Do you know what I mean? Jesse Lingard went from clueless Man United to every man for himself to actually go into a well-drilled team, yeah, that's got Mikel looking like fucking Didier Drogba 2.0, yeah. Like, the whole thing is 100% down to David Moyes. And you know what's funny as well? Like, David Moyes at Everton, I used to hate playing Everton with David Moyes. Remember them when they had Fellaini, bro?
Fellaini
like,
and that lot, yeah.
Punching
and elbowing you and
Fellaini, ball into Fellaini's
face.
chest and that, bro. It was horrible to play because they were so well drilled in it. And it wasn't the best to watch. And I didn't necessarily want it for Man United. But, bro, like, David Moyes knows how to efficiently put a team together. He knows how to coach pressing. He knows how to do the basic things very, very well, innit? And it's one of them ones where I feel like Moyes at Manchester United, if he was given the amount of time that Solskjaer was given, he definitely would have won something by now, bro. Because if Moyes got 2.5, nearly 3 years, he would have won at least an FA Cup at Man United. At least. Do you know what I mean? I think we got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League with a washed up team. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I wanted David Moyes out of the club only because I didn't feel like he was the right fit. I didn't feel like I'm not gonna lie. When we lost Sir Alex Ferguson, I wanted a Pep or something. I'm thinking, we're Man United now. I've grown up here watching Man United
just won the league.
Just won the league, but we haven't played the best football. And also growing up, we probably haven't played the best football, man. I remember Arsenal just being a better footballing team than us. I remember like Ranieri's Chelsea and Mourinho's Chelsea playing better football than us. And I thought, you know what, maybe we could get a coach in that's going to play good football and I can be really excited. And then Moyes came in and it was so underwhelming, bro. Do you know what I mean? But when Moyes came in, Moyes was like, hold on, I've been managing at Everton. This feels like football manager. Like, bruv, he wanted Gareth Bale, Thiago. Like, he was going for all the big names, which I didn't mind, innit? And then at the end, we ended up getting Fellaini and he was trying to get Leighton Baines, innit? Like, but he wanted fucking Gareth Bale. We bid 90 million for Gareth Bale. He'd already agreed to go Real Madrid. We wanted Thiago. He wanted Toni Kroos as well. Like, he wanted the right players. Like, these are the kind of players we're getting linked with. So,
but do you think he didn't get them because it was him? And whereas if it was Fergie, they might have gone.
Yes, bro. The reason why we never got these players is because the board didn't want a back man because he was Ferguson's appointment. He wasn't the board's appointment. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. That's exactly what it was, bro. Like, if we would have got them players, it may have been a different story. I still think he wasn't the right fit for Manchester United because I think that his management style suits a team like Everton. And Everton were what West Ham are now. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Team pushing for the Europa League.
Team pushing, you know what I mean? Pushing for top 4 every year, but getting in Europe.
Yeah, that's what he's literally made Everton again. Just in claret, like he's literally just rebuilt his.
And if you look at their squad, it's actually a miracle that he's actually even up there, right? And his record since he's been there, even though he's in Europe this season, the results are still there, man. I watched them yesterday against Villa. I think Villa got a very harsh red card. I don't think it was a red. I can see why it was given, but he hardly touched his shirt, man, and he went flying, and then he was the last man, so he got a straight red. And then, but I mean, they literally took him apart after that. Yeah, it was just like down the wings with Jared Bowen, and Ben Rama played very well in that game. And Antonio, I mean, that guy, he just runs and runs and runs and runs, man. He is a manager's dream, mate. I'm telling you, like, and he's so hard to get off the ball as well, man.
Bro, he's a fucking unit, bro. Like, Mikel Antonio is built like a centre half. And literally, like, he's a nightmare for any centre. He's a nightmare for any centre half, bro. Like, honestly, like I said, I think he's one of the best strikers in the league right now. Undeniably. Do you know what I mean? Undeniably, bro. Like, in the Premier League, outside of Harry Kane, I wouldn't even say Harry Kane right now. Harry Kane, on performance levels, names and that. He's top 3 centre forwards in the Premier League.
Right now, yeah, because Lukaku ain't doing it. Aubameyang's not been bagging. Yeah,
not doing it.
I know Aubameyang scored a few goals recently. Lacazette's chipped in, but they're not like every week in, week out, putting performances in like he's doing. He's quality, man. And the funny thing is even when he was out injured, or suspended. No, he was suspended. They still picked up results. Like they're so good, man. And like the thing is, like, you're right. They're basically a carbon copy of Everton back in the day because their squad's not that big. They've got a select 15, 16 players that they use. You know, they've got a midfielder in Declan Rice who's just like fucking his stock's so high at the minute, man. He's got a banger at the weekend yesterday as well. Fucking great finish. Low driven, 20-yard out, 25 yards. For me, I thought he was man of the match. I can't remember who got given it. I thought he was brilliant yesterday. And then they've got a striker that's just on top form. They got 2 wingers that are whipping balls in, tracking back, working hard, scoring. Mate, they're a serious shout. Yeah, for Europe again. Like, the only thing I'll say with them is if they do get a couple of injuries, 2 key players, obviously Souček's in there as well. He's a quality player. If they do get an injury to a Declan Rice and an Antonio in the same game or something, or over the same period of time, all of a sudden
they don't have the depth. They do not have the depth at all. you know what I mean? Like someone said Antonio is Moises Yakubu, exactly, but with a lot more quality. But yeah,
Man
very
said he
similar
reminds him
player.
of Kevin Campbell. Yeah,
Kevin
that's a bit of a
Campbell,
shout.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a shout.
That's a
Kevin
very good
Campbell
shout.
wasn't the most prolific, but he'd work his nuts off, man. Yeah, and he
That's
always
definitely one of the older viewers. He knows blood.
Yeah, come on. Big
Yeah,
up KC.
100%. 100%, bro. You're spot on. And that's what I mean. Them players are worth their weight in gold. Do you know what I mean? And it's like the thing is with Mikel, it's like even when he's not scoring goals, bro, he offers so much. And that's why I think that I don't just judge him on his goals. Yeah, like he's improved his goal scoring over the years, but bro, Mikel, bruv, like even if he's not scoring goals, like if you see the space he opens up by dragging players out of positions by the runs he takes, whether he's running across people, whether he's backing into people, like I think there was a goal that he set up for Lingard where he's pinged it from right to left to Jesse. Like, do you know what I mean? He can play with his head up as well. Like, nah, man, he's a proper what I'd call like old-fashioned Premier League.
Yeah, he's a throwback, man. Runs
you can
the channels,
tell that, yeah, everything, bro.
In behind,
everything,
he can do it all,
bro.
man.
You can tell that he played non-league because he's got that about him. Like he can mix it up. Like, bro, defenders are like he looks for defenders. They don't look for him. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. He plays a lot like similar to like a Diego Costa as well, bro. Like them managers, you don't want to fucking play against them, bro.
Yeah. Can you imagine being a centre back and you're coming up against Nicolo Antonio? You're just like,
bro,
he's
if
not
you're centre back, you're literally looking for him. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones. You're just like, bro, let me find him before he finds me. Do you know what I mean? Fuck this, bro.
You'll be waiting in the changing room, just sat in his spot waiting for him. You see you, mate, yeah? I'm yours. I'm yours today, yeah?
Yeah, bro, 100%, bro. You have to find man before he finds you, innit? He's that kind of player, man. Honestly, it's one of them ones.
Do you know what it is with him as well? Is that he's not the most prolific with output, yeah, but he makes the output for West Ham. Similar to Firmino at Liverpool. They're a totally different style of players, yeah, but without them little cogs in the team in them focal positions up front, them two wingers don't get as many goals. Yeah, they don't. Salah and Mane would not score as many if they had Lukaku up front. You know, and the same with West Ham. If they had Gabriel Jesus up front, for example, they're not going. Them two wingers ain't going to score as many goals because they are both focal to how Liverpool and West Ham play. Yeah, and it's like, listen, credit to Moyes, man. Like, fair play to him. Like, I don't dislike him at all. I think he's a really good manager, man. And just because his name's David Moyes and he's not a good-looking guy and he's Scottish and this and that, people don't rate him. Yeah, if he was David Moisinho, they'd be fucking knocking one out now.
Yeah, David Moyes is one of them managers where I think that for whatever reason, when things hasn't, it's kind of, it's the UK manager tax thing, innit? It's just like, if you look at someone like, for instance, Potter. Remember how everyone had their knobs out for Ralph at Southampton when he came in and he started well and everyone was like, look at how they press. Like everyone was getting so excited.
Gengen press.
Yeah, man were like, oh, would you take Ralph at Man United? But now when people are like, oh yeah, Potter to Man United, people are like, huh? Like, Potter, why? It's only because he's English. Bro, honestly, yeah, that the English tax is real because no English managers ever won the Prem. And like even the British tax is real, fam. It's kind of like they overrate their football players and underrate their managers.
100%, yeah. It's the opposite. It's mad because I see shouts yesterday of people saying Declan Rice is worth 100 mil. He's not. He's worth about 60 to 65 mil. Yeah, because of his potential, because of his age, etc., etc. Right? He's a very good player, Declan Rice. But somebody like Graham Potter will never get looked at in like Ralph Hasenhüttl was the perfect example, mate. Yeah, they both play decent football. Yeah, they both upset big teams here and there. But one's English, so he's just going to be and he's got a little scruffy beard, looks like Lee Gunner. Right? Do you know what I mean? I shaved mine off.
What's mad? I think Brighton. Was it Brighton? Yeah, Brighton were closing in on top 4 or something like that the other day. I think they lost the game, though.
I think they were 5th, yeah, and then they drew with Liverpool, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They didn't spend no big money in the summer.
No, they played with no striker. They had no striker. And they were 2-0 down at Anfield and didn't roll over and die. They came back and they should have won. They took Liverpool apart, mate. Yeah, and it's
bro,
like,
so tell me that that's not a manager that deserves some respect.
bro, last season he
You know
went
what I
to
mean?
Anfield and won. He's beaten Man City, yeah, at the Etihad. You know, when was the last time Arsenal have beaten Man City at the Etihad? 6 years ago. When was the last time we won at Anfield? 2012. Arteta was in the team. This
Well, there
guy's
you
been
go.
there and got 4 points at Anfield out of 6 in the last 2 seasons.
And then again, you compare that to someone like Daniel Farke, who plays some very good football, yeah, at Norwich. Everyone was wanking over how good the football was. He got relegated. So, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Same with Bielsa. Same with Bielsa.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like, cool, why you got relegated, bro? Do you know what I mean? And it's like Graham Potter's out here balling. Like Moyes is out here, got man balling. You're playing saucy football, you got relegated. And everyone's talking about, oh yeah, look at the way Norwich expressed themselves. Bruv, express yourself in the championship. Like, I just don't get it. Like, bro, what a man doing? Like, it's not making sense to me. The math ain't mathing right now. Potter's sitting in 5th. You got relegated, but because you beat Man City. So what, bruv?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like that.
Yeah, but they passed out from the back. Daniel Farke's team passed out from the back. It was a Man City goal. So he out-pepped Pep.
Oh, fuck this, bro. What is that worth? Is that worth 40 points? Come on, bro.
Let's move on.
I don't understand.
Let's move on to Newcastle because they're heavily linked with Unai Emery.
Unai, bro.
Bro, you know what you said about David Moyes 10, 15 minutes ago, yeah? And you said that if he had got the 2.5 years or whatever that this guy's had, bro, this is exactly what I think about Unai. If he had got the backing of the players he wanted and had the time to do what he wanted, we'd be in a title.
At very least, you lot would have been hard to beat at very, very least. Because I swear he had your best defensive record. You had your best defensive record under Unai, I swear.
No. To be honest, I don't know the exact defense. In fact, let me get them up. Let me get the figures up.
Yeah, because I remember your defense was decent under Unai, but he was playing a 5, wasn't he? Like a 3 at the back.
Well, he changed it every week, if I'm honest. Every single week, he'd just play a different formation. That season, we conceded 51 goals, but we bagged 73, and we finished 5th. We finished 2 points off 3rd. That was the season Liverpool lost out by 1 point, 97 to 98.
Points off 3rd. Who finished everywhere else?
Chelsea finished. Man City won it. Liverpool 2nd. Chelsea, Tottenham 4th. Arsenal 5th. You lot 6th. You were 4 behind us.
Bro, you see what I mean? We finished behind you. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then Arteta comes in. You finish above us since. If we go to the season after, go to the season after where he got sacked after 13. We conceded 3 goals less, but we scored 17 goals less.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was weird because I've said this to you before, I think, and anyone who watches this knows that I say this about Emery all the time, right?
Yeah.
Unai Emery has won the Europa League 4 times, right? He's got to the final 5 times. And every time he's got there, every single game he plays in Europe, he goes 4-4-2. Right? When he's not got the ball, that 2 drops to a 1, and it goes 4-5-1, and that guy goes to the left or the right. This time round, I think it's Dan Juma. Fucking that geezer's mad technical, man. Like some of the shit.
Brilliant. He's fucking brilliant, man. Dan Juma, man. He's a wizard, man.
Mad. I see all his little back heel nutmegs and that the other day, a compilation I see on YouTube. But this is the thing. He goes 4-4-2. But then if you go and have a look at Unai Emery in the league, 1 week he's a 3-4-1-2. The next week he's a 4-3-3. The next week he's a 4-2-3-1. And it kind of didn't work league-wise for us. And people say that he bottled the league, this and that. I don't necessarily think he bottled the league. I just think he thought, do you know what? A trophy's a trophy, and it'll get us what 4th is anyway. So he put his eggs into trying to win the trophy rather than securing the 4th like Chelsea did, or 3rd, or whatever they got.
Yeah.
And then winning the trophy. That was his downfall. I think the biggest downfall for him was not getting an interpreter, because he's a fucking quality manager, man. And the fact that he went to Villarreal, come back to our ground and beat us over 2 legs, and then done you lot in the final.
Yeah.
I mean, just ridiculous, yeah. And that was their first trophy in 93 years. It's going to be really interesting if he does go to Newcastle, how much they give him money-wise, and watch how he flies up that table, man, because he'll get piped a few times. He'll have loads of shots conceded against him. and he'll nick a 1-0 in that game, or he'll end up going 2-0 up and drawing 2-2. Like we did it against Watford, like 30 shots or whatever conceded. Yeah, and that was the game Xhaka said we were scared. Like scared of what? You're 2-0 up at half time, mate. But yeah. I really hope he does go to Newcastle, because I think he'll smash it, man.
Yeah, I think he'll do well there. I think he'll make them hard to beat initially, and no doubt that they'll back him, and he'll bring in the right kind of players to make them an absolute handful. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be very, very interesting to see. Yeah, it'd be very, very interesting to see what happens, man. It'd be very, very interesting to see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it, bruv. I'm just here for a stronger Premier League, to be completely honest. Like, and the stronger the Premier League is, the more Manchester United get exposed. You know what I mean? For the frauds that they are, bruv. So, you know what I mean? That's just what needs to happen. I can't even lie. That's just exactly what needs to happen, my bro, because like I'm tired of it. I'm actually tired of it, bro. So like that's what it needs to be. Them man will just get exposed, and sooner or later the board will have to act in it. I think until Manchester United suffer, I believe that not much is gonna get done, bro. So if everyone else around us is getting stronger, they'll have to act. They'll have to act. Do you know what I mean? So
but you know what it is? Like I look here and I just think the way the structure of money is now in football for league finishes, you don't have to win the league, man. You don't have to. You like the difference in finishing 5th and 6th is a couple of mil. Like the difference in 1st and 2nd is about 20 mil. Like, so why would you go and spend that extra 50 mil to go and get you an extra 20 mil? Like, this is how these football owners at our clubs are looking at it. It's like, why would we overspend money just to go up a position higher in the table? They're not going to do it. Yeah. And this is where Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, to a lesser degree, because they don't really spend money, but they've got a wicked manager there who's getting the best out of them players. And they've sold some big names for big dough. And obviously, and that's how they've sort of built their team, really. But that's how I like teams like that. People say, oh, yeah, but they're buying the title. Mate, Arsenal and fucking Man United used to buy it. Yeah, but now all that's happened is like richer people have come along, like Abramovich and the sheikhs, and now the Saudi owners, and they're just going to throw fucking silly dough at it, man. And it's like, that's what I want my club to do. It's pay to win, mate. It's pay to win. Yeah, that shows that they care and that they want to win. Whereas our lot are just showing like, we don't care.
It's not even that they want to win, bruv. Our man don't even want to compete, fam. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not even just to win it, bruv. Man don't even want to compete, fam. Do you know what I mean? Bruv, I'm longing for the feeling of being in a title race, Lee, blood. Man just want to be in the title race at this point. I just want to be there. Like, it's not even about winning the league, bruv. It's about even feeling like it's a possibility. I've not felt like it's having a chance. Bruv, I haven't felt like we could possibly win the league for nearly 10 years, bruv.
Last time I had it was 2016 when Leicester won it. Wow. And we were the only team that season to beat Leicester twice, and we still didn't win it. And it's like, if we had gone out and signed more than Petr Cech that season, when Wenger's telling everyone, well, no one's available. Well, they're not if you don't fucking bid for him, Arsene. Do you know what I mean?
No one's available if you ain't got you ain't got your wallet, mate.
You know what I mean? Let's have a look down the back of the sofa.
It's mad, isn't it? Man offered the extra £1 for Suarez and that. No.
Oh, mate, do you know what? That was one of the biggest fucking piss takes here, like ever. That just said there everything about my football club in that one bid. It was like, yeah, what? We're Arsenal. We're going to give you £1 over, and you're going to fucking say yeah. And it's like, you can't do that with Liverpool, mate. I'm sorry, they're a bigger football club. Yeah, you can't do that. It doesn't matter whether Arsene Wenger's there or not. You can't just go, we're Arsenal. No, they're Liverpool, mate. They're bigger than us.
Yeah.
No, if you're going down to, I don't know, let's say West Ham, for example. Yeah, we're bigger than West Ham. If he was playing for West Ham, you could maybe get away with that.
Yeah.
Because they don't win anything, but Liverpool, you can't be doing that. Yeah. And then he fucking goes to Barcelona and absolutely slaps it to pieces, man. Part of one of the best teams I've ever seen, and is their 3rd all-time scorer. He's one of the best Premier League players I've ever seen. Like, fucking wicked footballer. If we had gone in there with 50, 55 mil, we would have won the league.
100.
you know what I mean? But this is Arsenal in a nutshell. This is United in a nutshell. You go half-assed, we go half-assed. It's like, well, we kind of want him, but we don't want him that badly. Yeah, so what we do is we just won't bother. We'll just take the piss. We'll make it look like it. And what we do is we'll get the PR team to make out that we're trying, and then we'll spin it that it's a process. How many times did Marcus Rashford say process in 10 seconds in that interview? Like, do you remember, like last season? It's a process, and the process is only just started.
He's tapped, bro. He's tapped. That guy's tapped, bro. Like, honestly, like, I'm done with that youth still. I can't even lie, bro. It's one of them ones where it's like, he's part of the problem with what's going on at the club, because it's like, bro, like, I'm not saying that you need to throw the manager under the bus, but bruv, like, nobody put a gun to your head and makes you say things, blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just not say anything. You know, like that. And
it was almost like
this is what pisses me off. Like, people say, oh yeah, man's not gonna really come out and slate his employers or his manager or whatever. Bro, at the end of the day, there's ways of answering questions without actually answering them. Bruv, like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does it every week. You know what I mean? There's ways of answering questions without actually answering them. But when you're coming out and saying, oh, there was a process when Ole came in, we believe in the process, this is part of the process, and the process ain't over. Allow it. Fuck off, bruv. Like, you don't need to be doing that. Why are you twerking for Ole for? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, bro? You're doing too much, bro. You're doing way too fucking much, bro. Just say, we're disappointed with the performance today. We're disappointed with the result. And we just need to go back to the drawing board and then fuck off and go have a shower, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, what's all the extra shit for? Like, what's it? Who's it for? The fans don't want to hear nothing. The fans don't want to hear about no process.
No, but this is the thing, man. Yeah? No, people like me and you don't want to hear about process, but these people lap this shit up. How many times? Like, I'll give you an example. You get it all the time, right? At the weekend, we won the game. Every time both goals went in, my chat lights up. Oh, the process. Yeah, you're eating your words on the process now. See, you're in the mud. You're this. You get it as well.
In the mud. Yeah, bruv, in the mud.
Like,
yeah,
and it's like, but this is why
bro.
Rashford and players like Rashford come out with that shit, because of people like that. The majority of people will lap that crap up because they have never seen your team or my team be fucking great. Yeah, so they lap it up. It's like, oh my God, Marcus Rashford. Oh my God, he's such a nice guy. Look what he does off the pitch. What's he doing off the pitch that's helping him on the pitch?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Yeah, great, fantastic. You're feeding kids and all of that. Good luck to you, mate. Well done, yeah? Right? What's that doing for Man United on the pitch?
But nothing. But you know what it is, Lee, yeah? Man will call you an asshole for saying that. But it's a fact.
He's a footballer. If you don't want to be a footballer, go and be a fucking humanitarian or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bruv, you know what's mad, Lee? You know what kills me, yeah? People will turn around and call you a prick for that. But let me tell you
why. I don't care. I get called worse every day.
Let me tell you why you're not a prick, blood. Because listen, let me tell you this, yeah? Why do man follow man on Instagram? Because you play football. Not because you feed youths, fam. You know them ones there. That's it.
Oh, shit.
Man just want to see you play football. All the other things, we don't care. You know them? We don't care. That we genuinely don't care, bruv. Man don't care about no process. Man don't care about any of that. Man just want to win games, win trophies. That's all we want to see, bro. It's like, now, these footballers are doing more fucking talking and less football. Do you know what I mean? Man are just going to sound old right now. Because in the good old days, bruv, I used to just watch man kick ball. Man weren't talking. I didn't know what most of my favorite players even sounded like, because man you didn't have no social media. Them man weren't doing fucking interviews all the time. Bruv, I didn't know what these man's voices sounded like. And now everyone's got a fucking voice, bruv. Just play football, innit? Like, do all the extra shit, but we don't care.
Yeah, like, do the extra stuff. Listen, Reece James does all this, like, food banks and all of that. And listen, good luck to all these people that are helping the less privileged out, yeah? And fair play to them, yeah? Right?
No, still do it.
Reece James ain't fucking going posting it everywhere.
Still do it, but we don't care. You know, like that. We don't care. You know what I mean? Literally, bro. Like, that's just how it is.
You sound like the guy. You sound like the guy off of ESPN. I am here to tell you.
Yeah, we don't care. Stephen A, bro. It's true. We don't care. Like, honestly,
it's true.
Yeah, Bro, man will call you a prick and that, but honestly, the average football fan, yeah, doesn't care if their favorite player is punching up his missus at home as long as they're scoring goals. It's true. Am I lying?
It's
Am
true.
I lying, bro?
Wait, look at Suarez. Man was biting, man. Yeah, right. Nobody gives a shit that he bit fucking Chiellini.
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
If Suarez, bro, I wouldn't even care if Suarez bit my mum on the shoulder. Like, bro, I swear down, bro.
You're killing me.
Bro, if Suarez bit my mum, yeah, on the shoulder, a man said, "Would you take Luis Suarez?" I'm saying to mum, "Are you all right now? like, can we run this?" I'm just saying. That Scholes is chewing toenails.
Yeah, that's a bit off key, bro.
I'd still pick him though. I'll still pick him. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, man were like, "Oh, Rants, would you pick Suarez? He used to play for Liverpool." He used to play for Liverpool. He bites people and he's racist. I'm still signing it. I don't care. Bro, I want to win football matches.
Exactly. Mate, let me tell you something, right? When Marcus Rashford was coming through the youth academy, did anyone think, yo, let me follow this guy because I know that in a couple of years' time, he's going to be feeding my kid? They didn't. They followed him because they was like, yo, he's an up-and-coming superstar from the Man United Academy football team. Yeah? And it's like, you hit the nail on the head. Listen, good luck to whatever these footballers are doing, yeah? Like helping out families and all that, the underprivileged. I think it's quality, yeah? But at the same time, let's not pretend that it's not all for their own fucking gain as well, yeah? It's 50-50. They're helping out because it makes them grow on social media.
Let me tell you something, yeah? Like, I always say it about all of these guys. How many of these fucking guys would do this shit if nobody was watching and nobody knew, blood? Because that's how you find out who the real ones are. When I'm hearing man come out and say, "Yo, Floyd Mayweather paid for my funeral and shit," he's spending that money and he ain't telling no one he's spending that money. So I know he's doing it for the right reasons. You know them ones there. A lot of these man is like, "All right, cool. I done this. I did this." Man's tweeting, "Oh, I just got off the phone with the Prime Minister." I don't care, bruv. I genuinely don't care. I don't give a fuck. Boris is a dickhead. Why are you telling me? Did you score today?
Nope.
That's all I care about.
But I fed Boris.
Bro, I'm a football fan. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
You know, like that. Bro, I do not care what you're doing, bro. Like, nothing at all. I do not care. Do you know what I mean? They're going to start tweeting, "Oh, I just shagged the missus and that." Like, bro, I do not care what you do off the pitch.
Just turn up.
Whether it's good or bad, I do not give a shit, bro.
This is a fair point as well, yeah. You can get a reduction on your tax bill by doing charity work, which is why a lot of them do it.
Taxes, it's just a tax write-off. It's
a clever way. It's not dodging your tax.
It's a quick way of saying, yo, like, man can claim that against the tax that I owe in it. So
I fed 1 million people, so I can write 100 grand a week off.
No, this is what most of them do. Like, listen, at the end of the day, bro, I do not care, why they do it, because they're still doing good.
Yeah,
my thing is, how many of these men would do good, if they had nothing, absolutely nothing to gain from it at all, whether it's PR or tax or whatever, and they're just doing it for the doing it sake, bro, and nobody ever found out. We live in an era right now, where people would rather, do something, just so they could take a picture or video it, man out here risking their life to climb Everest. If you said to these men, yo, if you could climb Everest tomorrow, and you couldn't tell no one and you couldn't take a picture, would you still do it? I bet you most of these bumble hoes ain't doing it. Why are you gonna risk your life to climb a rock, blood? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no one doing that shit. Like, what for?
Yeah, these people are crazy. It's true, man. It is very true. It is very true.
Jumping out of aeroplanes, Lee. Do you know what I mean? Like holding GoPros. All right, cool. No cameras. You're not allowed to tell no one. Just go jump out of an airplane for the fuck of it. You ain't jumping. These men are jumping out here to tell everyone I jumped out of fucking airplane. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. Like, man are doing shit for other people. Don't make no sense.
It's true. Me. That's so true, man. That is so true. Like,
literally, if you man are going Salt Bay restaurant, Lee, paying
$3.5 grand for a tomahawk, bro.
Man are paying £200 for a golden burger, fam.
Yeah, and then getting my man. Then my man. Then my
Old
man's
burger,
getting hold of
yeah?
it and squeezing it all. What the fuck are you doing to my burger, bro?
And then you got some grown man feeding your missus and that. Feeding your missus, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man's feeding your missus, yeah? Man's all cutting the fig, yeah? And feeding your missus.
Like,
Man's put... Nah, bro, it's man mad. Do you know what I mean? Man are letting another man feed their missus in front of them on camera, bro.
And being charged $3,000 for the privilege.
You're not putting food in my girl's mouth, bro. That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, like that. A man are doing that. Man are sitting there in the chair with their mouth open and shit, like they're at the dentist. Bro, it don't make sense. Do you know what I mean, Lee, bro? Man are just doing shit for clout these days. Like, could you go, yeah? Could you go to these restaurants? Would you go to these restaurants and do that bullshit, yeah, if you didn't have a phone? No, you wouldn't.
Nope.
Imagine going home, yeah? Fuck the cameras. Imagine going home to your brethren and saying, oh, yeah, I went to a restaurant, I spent 3 bags on food, and this man put a steak in my mouth. What? Do you know how mad that sounds, bro? Come on, fam. Give a fuck, bro.
No, it's weird, true. Bro. It is true.
These men are weird, cuz.
No, it is proper weird. Like, I can't lie, yeah. Like, listen, that guy's made an absolute fortune, like, out of fucking, like, just being off key.
Like, it's a fucking burger, bro.
Bro, that burger, when he grabs hold of it, yeah, and he chops it in half, and then he picks it up and he squeezes it, it's like all of that fucking juice is going all over my burger bun, you prick. Yeah, I don't want no soggy burger bun. What are you squeezing my burger for?
Fam. Listen, when you wake up in the morning, it was a burger. You know, like that. Bro, that's what it was, a burger, Lee. Do you know what I'm saying? What was special about it? Man, it was a gold burger. What man eating metal for?
Yeah, but no, do you know what that shit is? Yeah, you can buy that shit off of fucking Amazon for about 30p a sheet, rather than just put it on your burger.
Bro, it's
he's out here charging $3,500 for a steak.
Lee, it's weird.
Bro, a can of Red Bull's like 11 quid in that gaff. Like, I'm not being funny. He is taking the wholesale piss and playing on the fact that the majority of people that have got a few quid, yeah, are going to go there because it's a camera opportunity, like you said. Yeah, if I had the money, well, I've got the money to go there. If I want to, but I ain't going to fucking eat $3,500 worth of steak. Fuck that, man. Like, why would I do that? I could buy a new Mac and it'd earn me my money back.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro.
These people are off their heads, mate. Big up to McChronicle. He says, I donated money to restaurants in Toronto affected by lockdowns, but seriously, I ain't bragging or posting how much. What difference will it make? Exactly. That's the thing, mate. That is exactly the point. Like, people are out here like telling people, yeah, I donated this, I donated that, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, who gives a shit? Like, honestly, do it. Well done. Yeah, big up to anyone who donates to charities and stuff like that. Yeah, I rate them for doing that. You don't need to actively be airing
bro,
that.
Like, literally, when I do my charity drives, yeah, the only reason why, yeah, I document it is because if I'm raising money, I want the people, yeah, that are donating to know where their money's going. But if you're using your own money, what the fuck do you need to show everyone for? It don't make no sense.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this, nah, the fuck out, bro. It's weird, man. Like, honestly, that like the feel, the need to document everything for the sake of documenting it, yeah, is fucking weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I'll never understand it, bro. If you wouldn't do something, yeah, if the camera wasn't there, shouldn't do it.
Exactly. Absolute facts. Listen, make sure you go and subscribe to RANTS' channel. The link's in the title of this video. Click it, it'll take you straight there. You won't leave this video. You can still carry on watching. Just press subscribe. The link for Twitch, RANTS' Twitch, is in the description. So make sure you go and do that now, and follow and subscribe over there as well. What you got coming up, man?
Bruv, I need to continue editing from the game yesterday. Another victory in the league. Closing in on the top of the table. You get me? It's just one of them ones. 2 games, 2 wins. So I've got to edit that up. So I'm probably gonna I'll spend this evening watching the game through, and then I'll probably edit tomorrow. Got a show this evening at 10 with Louis, and then yeah, man. Yeah, it's just a mad thing, and then I'll be uploading the Rants Reacts for the game that we played yesterday on YouTube, bruv. I'm bringing YouTube back to life, blood, this week. So
Undertaker settings, risen from the
man. Yeah, man. So yeah, YouTube's coming back to life, bruv. Rants Reacts is back, bruv. So
yeah, man.
yeah,
Rance's
it's time
channel
to
is
get
pinned to the
moving.
top of the comments on the chat now. Yeah, so if you go and subscribe or follow his Twitch, it's there. Very quickly on this one from Akash, he says, given the option amongst Pep, Klopp, Conte, or Tuchel, who would you both take? Big up to you both. If it was me, Pep.
Yeah, Pep's the GOAT, blood. It has to be Pep.
Definitely, 100%, man. Listen, all of them are quality, but
Yeah.
Pep, but definitely Pep. And big up to Danimo Yanandez. He says, what's good with the Spurs fans celebrating Conte like it's a trophy? That club is just banter and weak mentality. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see whether he can kill that weak mentality now, man, because he ain't got a weak mentality, that's for sure.
Nah, he's a bastard, bro. He'll go in there and he'll have these men doing.
He'll have him in
thing.
tears. He'll have some of them people crying, bruv. It's gonna be crazy.
100%.
But he'll have them fighting. But big up for that donation, buddy. Appreciate that. We'll see what happens with them. I'm done for the day. I've done 2 shows today. I'm doing 2 a day all the way through November, December now, and I'll be doing some FIFA on the More League Gunner channel. That link is in the description as well. Listen, there's not even 450 likes and there's still 1650 watching this, man. So make sure if you haven't liked or subscribed here, do that as well. And go and check out Rants with Louis later on tonight as well. We're out of it. Arteta out.